Well, as students walk into classrooms to start the new school year, one principal in Colorado is also walking into a new school.
This administrator started off as a custodian, and he wants students to know if he can do it, they can too. Micah Smith shares the story.
In his 38 years of life, Stedman Elementary School's new principal, Michael Atkins, has spent more than 30 years as a part of the Denver Public Schools system.
All of this stuff goes to 208.
His first job was as a student with no plans to stick around after graduation.
Growing up in Park Hill, there wasn't many positive influences and or opportunities in the neighborhood. So therefore, I didn't really have any aspirations to be in education.
But his dreams changed.
I wanted to see if we can go do a tour upstairs.
As he checks each classroom cleaned and ready for the upcoming school year, the instructions he gives his custodian
We need to swap the tables.
are not just coming from a place of management, but from experience during Atkins' second job with DPS.
I was the part-time custodian at Smiley Middle School, which is now McAuliffe, right up the street.
Part-time became full-time, and Atkins enjoyed his work.
There was times definitely where I got comfortable within my custodial position.
But he wanted something more. So at a time when just 2% of educators in the U.S. are African-American men, Atkins saw an opportunity to be something he needed as a student, a male role model.
A lot of my African-American male students remind me of me, right? And not to say that they're coming from the same situation that I came from, a household of a single mother, only engaging with my father once in my life, right? So not really having that rock, but needing that rock often in that time.
As he reflects on his journey from custodian to principal, Atkins remembers his grandmother's wise words.
Don't let someone write your story, make sure you write your own story. And if someone has something to do with your story, let them edit it. Right? Do not let them create it.
As Atkins prepares for a new school year and yet another DPS position, he hopes to help edit dozens of unique stories that each student will carry with them as they walk through these doors.